Going on, I'm back. I'm gonna do a little walk around in my new truck, considering I said something about it in one of my videos a while back ago. But I've been kind of waiting to do this one to get a few things done to it. That way I wasn't just, showing off a stock truck. I wanted to have a little something done to it to give it a little bit better appearance before I tried to go and do a view or little walk around of it and review type ordeal. I want to have some time under my belt driving it to give y'all my true honest opinion on what I like and dislike about it, and what I would change and what I want to do to it, and get a feel for what I want from it. But it's a 2016 Chevy Silverado 1500 with a 5.3 in it, and this one is 4-wheel drive, unlike my last one. That's kind of one reason why I got this truck, was due to the 4-wheel drive part, because my Tacoma wouldn't pull my boat out of the pond, and I got made fun of it for about 2 months, so we had to fix that problem. But let's see, not too much done to the exterior. I got new tires and wheels, which are 20x10 Havocs. I was gonna get 20x12s, but I didn't really want to go too crazy on the offset, just because of it being a black truck and it already gets dirty, as you can tell, and you can see everything on it that is not washed, or like little dust scuffs just from where riding down the road. So I didn't want a crazy stance on this black truck, because I'm not home enough to really keep it as clean as my Yoda always looked. So I just went with 20x10s, and it's got, I don't know, probably about an inch of poke on it at most. The front's just it's not as much poke as my Yoda, but it still gives a little bit meaner stance, of course. Even if when you look at it from the front, it looks a little bit meaner. The tires aren't just sucked in it, and they're a wider tire. They're still a 33x1250 tire, so I still get the 1250 factor, just not on the rim and giving me more offset. When I put them on their stock, and they did scrub right here, which you can see it's been tearing up this cloth liner, which I don't really like. I don't know, I have mixed emotions about it. It's nice to clean, but it catches everything. Sand, dust, anything you can imagine, it catches, and I don't really like that. I put a 2-inch leveling kit. It's a lower shock leveling kit. I don't know if you can see it from here, but let's see if I can get it good. You gotta be able to see it like this. The video's gonna be upside down. Let's see. I'm doing good. I'm just gonna do it being upside down. I believe that got it, but there you go. You see right there, that little U shape coming off the shot right there. All it is it's just like the upper, but it's just a little, kind of like a little U shape that goes out and around and comes back and bolts under the shot, instead of over like a spacer that would go over the shot, which is what I had on my Yoda. So kind of a comparison to how I feel about the difference is, it doesn't lift your truck as much doing the lower. I still scrub just a bit, as you can see how close it is, not at full lock. It doesn't rub as bad. I still have more turning radius, but it does still rub, and I don't like that. So I believe I'm gonna do away with the lower. Go ahead, take it back off, and just sell it, and do an upper spacer that's gonna be billet aluminum instead of this hard plastic lower spacer, which is still nice. So it still rides good. It rides better than my Toyota did by far. With the lower, I don't know if there's any difference on how it rides being like that, but I'm gonna do a 3-inch instead of a 2-inch, and it's gonna be an upper this time when I go back and get one. I need to go ahead and order it, but I'm about to order a radiator relocate kit for my 4-wheeler and get new door speakers for this, so we'll wait on that. And it does today. I got installed You can see, well, yeah, you can see it pretty well. It's a Flowmaster Super 10. It's a 1 in, 2 out with 6-inch black tips. Or I'm sorry, I think they're 4-inch. I believe either 4 or 6. I don't know. I think they're 6. I had to pay a little bit extra for those, but I got those on. These little ugly rear mud flaps, they're coming off for the exterior. I am getting gloss black tow mirrors. I do want to get darker tint. I mean, it's pretty dark, but you put the phone up to it, you can see it and it clear as day. The rear is just a little bit, it's not too much dark. It's a little bit dark in the rear. Maybe about, what? Not by far darker. It is the midnight edition, so it has the Z70, big old Z71 badging with this little black stripe down the side of it. And what else is that? Oh, you get the black Chevy bow ties when you do that. The mirrors are blacked out right there. The midnight edition also gives you the paint match front end with the Z71 badging there, and you get these little decals on the hood also. I've been kind of thinking about taking these off and just having a solid black truck, but it's a little different, so I don't know. I might keep it for a little while. The only problem I don't like about them is if you buff your truck, like when they did it, the dealer, when they got it in, you know, they do their detail on it. As you can see, like right there, from where they buffed the truck when they got it in on trade-in to try to bring the paint back. And when you buff it and touch the stuff, the compound that they were using stuck to it. So kind of on the fence about taking that off. There's a stock muffler and resonator or silencer. No bueno, so we had to do away with that. Other outside appearances, the front valence, I don't like how low it is. So you got this 2-piece valence, this piece and this piece. I'm gonna just, for right now, take this lower valence off right here that goes down through here. Just do away with that. The fog lights, all LED up front, everything's LED. Love that, different than my Yoda. Let's see, interior, pretty basic. It's just a LT trim, so it's got black leather seats all around. I'm gonna do away with the center console because it's got the third seat in it. Right here, you can fold it up and have another seat, but you can also take it out and put a center console in there. I believe I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's got pretty good storage, so you can do that. And then it's also got this security one down here that you can lock, which I do like that. So I don't know how I feel. If I do get a new center console, this is gonna have to be done away with also. And then the power inverter is gonna have to be moved. I do really like that because I can charge my drill batteries when I'm riding. So it has the inverter, that, and you open this up and it's got 2 USB ports and an aux in port, and then another 12-volt car charger. And then it has, there's a 4-wheel drive shifter, trailer brakes, you can adjust your gain on, the dimmer, your headlights auto, automatic driver window, automatic roll down. On all the other ones you just have to manually roll them back up. One thing I do like about these Silverados, when you're on the inside, if you have a passenger ride, they don't have to hit the unlock button to get out when you put it in park per se. You know, usually the driver door is unlocked. But the Silverados, if you pull it once, it unlocks it, pulls it twice, it opens the door. So you don't have to hit the unlock button, or if you're in the back and you don't have an unlock button, you just pull it once, it unlocks, pulls it twice, it opens the door, which is really nice. I enjoy that. It's a little dirty right now, you had to excuse it. Got aftermarket. Well, they're not technically aftermarket, but they don't come with the truck. I had to buy them from the dealership, but they're pretty much like a WeatherTech. I mean, they come all the way out here, go all the way up under there, and they come up all the way over this hump and go, and they connect and then go down to the passenger. So I like those, being that they have Chevrolet on them. They're not the WeatherTechs. They're freaking $200 for the front and $300 for the rear. I paid, I think, $98 for them. They're just as good as WeatherTech. All the door speakers right now are stopped. I just ordered some about 30 minutes ago, so those will be here next week sometime. I'll have all new door speakers. The garage door programmer, it has that. It has the rear glass sliding, all LED interior lights, the sunglass holder, you know, basic on any vehicle. Let's see. And these vehicles, being a 2016, they still have the mirror, which is nice. Not that I use it, but everybody that rides with me complains when they have something on their face or something, they want to look in the mirror, they don't have one because it causes a distraction while driving, apparently. My 2017 didn't have that. Have heated seats. You can either do just back or back and butt. Good stuff. Pedal adjuster. As you can see, it moves it all up. Now I'm gonna have to readjust that to wherever it was. Traction control, you hold it, you press it, turns traction control off, hold it, it turns traction and stability control off. Dual climate air, you can adjust just one side or you can hit sync, just both like any other basic. It's got the 7-inch touchscreen, does not have Apple CarPlay or Android, so I am going to change that eventually. That's pretty much the last thing I have to do for this truck is, in audio wise, is get a new radio. Love the storage space in this thing, plenty of storage space. Cup holders everywhere, I use them too much. It's got the telescoping, the raise, you can lower it or raise it, or you can pull this lever and you can pull it back or push it in. Of course, I go all the way in and all the way up because I'm a gangster. And then what else? Rear's kind of a bummer right now. No use for it. I just changed this, so I had my 210s from my Toyota in here, which they fit under the seat perfect, but my girlfriend wanted the system, so I gave her mine, and I got what I wanted, which was 212s. And I've been wanting a system like this, which is a DS18. Never had one. I've always seen people rave and rant about them, so Christmas was here. She wanted a system, so I got her a system and bought this one for me. And so far I love it. I just used all the factory, which when I had my 6s in, or my 10s in here, for some reason they told me to use 4 gauge on my 600 watt amp, but on this 1000 watt amp I can use 8 gauge. So, or did I say 6? They told me to use 4 gauge, so I have 4 gauge wire in here for some apparent reason for a 600 watt amp, which I have no reason why. A lot of sub places are like that. They'll tell you need something that makes your system not perform as well, and then you have to go back to buy other stuff. That's how they make money, in my opinion. So I have now, you don't need but 8 gauge to run a 1000 watt amp, so I have 4 gauge in here, so I have plenty of power flow, I guess you could say. I don't have the rear mats in, I still have the stock ones, but I do plan on getting the rear mats once I get this back seat situated. What I would like to do is, it has the 2-piece rear seat, and then it has the 1-piece rear seat. I'm trying to find another truck that has either one of these or has 2 front matching captain chairs like this, and put them and take this whole back seat out and put 2 captain chairs back here, or just get another one like that, whichever works better first, and see how I can work that. That way I have 2 captain chairs back here, and then build a center console that goes from here all the way to the front, and just move my power outlets and stuff into that box, and have a glass wall that goes all the way to the front, and have matching black leather on the box, and have 2 cup holders back here and 2 cup holders up front with a console in it. And then I can put the 212s in there and have my amp at the back here on the wall. And I feel like that'd be a pretty sweet setup if I can find the parts to do it from a salvage yard that has a wrecked Silverado, you know, 14 to 18 with black leather interior. That way I don't have to get it redone. So that's kind of how this is situated right now. And I got to move some wires so I can move the sub over there. That way I can fold these 2 seats down and still have at least 2 seats back here with the 12s being back here. So I still got to do that, but I have to put my girlfriend's system in tonight. So we're kind of waiting on that at the moment until I can work on my own. So I'll let you hear what the subs sound like at least. We'll do some non-copyrighted stuff. You just have to deal with the dinging for a moment. Let's see here. Go on YouTube. Get some non-copyright Alright. Don't know what this is, but we're gonna give it a shot. Give it a little skip. We'll turn it up. Kind of see that as to what that fires out to be. Cost. Well, I'm not gonna ask if you want to see it. I'm just gonna let you hear it. So we'll go get my little prop right here, and then I'll set it up back there and let you hear it. Not too crazy on a rev, but it's got a good note to it. And it gets pretty loud. It doesn't have a bad drone, and it rides good down the road. It pitches out a lot more on the road than it does on rev, just because these Chevys have a rev limiter, so it won't let you rev to get pops and whatnot out of it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how it turned out on video. I haven't videoed it yet, being today's the first day, so we'll see how it sounds, I reckon, but it sounds a lot better in person than it does on video, of course. Everything turns out better in person than on video. So, reckon that's gonna be it pretty much of what I have on this. Oh yeah, I mean, the only thing I've done to the motor is I put a K&N filter on it, but it's just a flat filter. It's not a cold air intake. It's just a little performance flat filter, I reckon you could say. The old would need to be changed anyway, so that's gonna be it on this one. Y'all make sure to kind of keep up and watch and subscribe and like and comment. I always like having conversations with y'all. Interesting to see where some of y'all are from and what y'all have as a ride or a four-wheeler, and see where y'all like to ride, and then I can come and join and do other similar things and ride at similar places as y'all. I ride a lot in South Georgia. I'm trying to branch out and go a little bit north, although it's getting a little cold and I'm skinny. I don't like the cold, so it don't work out too well. I tend to go south instead. We're going riding at Funny Farms, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. So we'll get footage out of that, or video, I'm sorry. There's some people that don't like it when you say footage, even though that's not a real word still, but don't really care, it's my own word. But it should be a fun little ride. It's all water, so I've got a radiator relocate on order. Maybe it'll get here before and I can put it on and make a video out of that. I'm not sure just yet, so we'll see. And if y'all would like to see a video of the leveling kit up front when I redo it, comment, let me know. I'll make a video on it. And I may be installing the door speakers. If y'all would like to see how to do that, you can comment and let me know if you'd like to see that. Just comment and say, you know, I want to see video of you working on your truck, or that way I can see it for myself. And I'll definitely do that if y'all are interested in that. I know my niche is more of ATV stuff, so I kind of tend to not upload other things. you know, I'll upload and review, but I don't really tend to upload working on my truck. I usually do that on my own time, but if y'all would like to see that, just let me know, and I'll start doing that more too, because I have other things coming that I'd like to do to this truck and make content out of it also. So y'all just let me know. And that'll be it on this